Ah, ça commence bien. Bonjour, bonsoir. Ah, mais déjà, on va regarder si ça fonctionne. Ah, mais déjà, on va regarder si ça fonctionne. Ouais, ça fonctionne bien. Ah, mais déjà, on va... Alors, on va jouer à un jeu. Alors, en plus de ça, je suis crevé en même temps, donc ça va, on va vraiment être dans, je vais vraiment être dans le délire, ou peut-être pas. Un jeu que j'ai découvert par hasard que Steam m'a proposé. Je vais jouer une petite heure pour une séance découverte. Chicken Police. Alors, je vais déjà régler le son. Comme ça sera fait. Alors, attendez. Hop. Alors, son. Forcément. Non, je me gourre tout le temps. Le mélangeur, c'est le mélangeur. Je vais mettre au milieu. J'espère que ça sera pas trop fort. Alors, j'explique le contexte. Alors apparemment, c'est une histoire interactive où c'est avec des animaux anthropomorphes, mais ils ont des têtes vraiment, ils ont vraiment les têtes réalistes des animaux. En vrai, quand j'ai vu ça, j'ai trop pensé à Black Sad. Pour ceux qui ont vu le jeu vidéo, là, qui lisent la BD. Et apparemment, c'est bourré d'humour. Et c'est ouais, c'est ça, c'est c'est un roman graphique en 2D, film noir, point and click, jeu d'ambiance, casse-tête, objets cachés, etc. Enfin, Steve, en tout cas, il est un peu troll dans ce qu'il dit avec ça. Ouais, attendez, je vais juste fermer cette fenêtre. Hop. Parce qu'il y en a une qui me gênait. Et elle aussi. Donc c'est parti. Parce qu'une fois, je me souviens qu'il avait mis Sekiro en mode humour. Ah, on peut mettre un grain de film. Ouais. Alors, c'est parti. Je sais pas si c'est un jeu avec des choix multiples. En tout cas, ça fait fortement penser à...
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny. Sonny Featherland. An investigator for 20 years. And once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department. One half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too. Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment, and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement.
Putain, déjà 20 ans de carrière. Il a dû faire un autre boulot derrière.
What could possibly go wrong?
Ça fait trop penser à Sin City, hein.
Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time.
C'est trop bien fait.
So I had to give her a chance.
La DA est bien faite. Hein. C'est du pot and click. Hein.
Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has.
Si je fais pas le numéro, ça va pas le faire. Ah d'accord, ok. Donc à mon avis, il faudra que j'appelle un numéro tout à l'heure.
Every whiskey has the same color nowadays, at least in this price range. I promised myself I'd write a novel one day. I wanted to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here whether I like it or not.
Le carnet est le meilleur ami du détective, c'est là que vous notez les informations importantes sur l'enquête, les suspects ou les victimes, ainsi que les lieux que vous allez visiter. Comment ça marche? Clique sur un texte ou une image dans votre carnet pour voir la version traduite dans votre langue. Ah, c'est bien ça. C'est un bel endroit, 3 fois, désormais nous avons simplement ce qui sera le premier loisir. L'hôtel a de l'avance, mais honnêtement, je suis pas loin de le rattraper. Les inspecteurs poulets sont un célèbre duo de détectives, Sonny Fenverland et Marty McChicken. Et ça, c'est clairement une Marty McChicken. C'est quand même une. J'ai l'impression que c'est une ref à. Comment il s'appelle dans Sin City, le policier là qui est joué par Bruce Willis. Je crois que c'est Callahan, un truc comme ça. Je m'en souviens plus. Sin City, ça fait tellement longtemps que je l'ai vu, mais il est tellement bien ce film. Je me souviens plus des noms, mais je me souviens des scènes. Alors, ils sont devenus célèbres grâce à une affaire que la presse a appelée le Nouvel An Sanglant. Ils ont eu beaucoup de succès pendant 10 ans jusqu'à ce qu'une querelle dramatique mette fin à leur légende. Il existe une série de romans à leur sujet écrite par Meredith H. Marber. Ça, c'est. J'arrive plus à. Ah, c'est pareil, ça me vient sur le bout de la langue, c'est une référence à quelque chose, ça, je crois. 10 livres ont été publiés sur 7 ans avant que, par manque d'intérêt du public, la série ne disparaisse comme les inspecteurs poulets eux-mêmes. Clawell est une ville d'État depuis plus de 900 ans. Lors de la fondation de la ville, 4 nations ont réuni leurs forces représentées par 4 silhouettes d'animaux et leurs 4 mains sur le blason de Clawell. En réalité, l'alliance tribale des reptiles et des clans des insectes éminents avait également joué un rôle crucial dans la fondation de la ville, mais ils n'ont jamais pu être représentés sur le blason. Cela a donné naissance à un antagoniste politique et culturel entre les espèces. Clawell a conservé son autonomie politique et fait perdurer le rêve d'un état unique dans la contrée sauvage où prédateurs et proies, quelle que soit leur race, peuvent vivre en paix. D'où son nom, ville aux 1000 couleurs. Ouais. Blanc-bec. Putain, ça a l'air d'être complet. Hein. Alors.
We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight. M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants.
Et c'est quoi l'animal? Ah, ça a l'air d'être un lapin, un lièvre.
This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life, before Molly left me and took our daughter.
Donc il était marié à une perroquet.
The Wild Gentleman. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground.
Ah, ouais.
The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes.
Ah, c'est on peut, ouais. Alors, il y avait un renard, c'est une vache ou un veau, ça. Un chat, un hibou. Là, on est là. Ouais, c'est bien. Ah, c'est non, c'est une marmotte ça. Allez, on devine les animaux. Du coup, la lumière est allumée.
Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles. I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever. My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal. My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine. So I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes. Just in case.
D'accord.
She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know.
J'ai des objets dans l'inventaire maintenant. Oh, c'est bien fait. Hein.
Oh man, I totally get you. Ironic, but ever since I've been on furlough, with only my fake badge sitting in my cabinet, I feel more like a cop than I ever had before. I haven't dusted you off in a while, partner. Looks like I may be needing you now.
Bon, on va parler à madame. Hein.
Who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
On peut l'interroger, demander, parler.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
Ok.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept...
Let me introduce myself.
You're Miss...
Oh, really?
I'm not a private eye.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've gotta have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Huh. Thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
Elle m'a rien à raconter du coup. Alors, Déborah. Déborah, une impala, une femme, belle et fragile, rien de bien spécial. Elle fait des commissions pour son employeuse, une femme raffinée, mais je crois pas qu'elle vienne d'un milieu aisé. 3 dieux sont vénérés dans la plupart des régions de la contrée sauvage, ce sont les grands anciens qui forment la sainte trinité de la création, la destruction et le silence. Ariti, la déesse de la création, Plati, le seigneur de la destruction, et Nekvatiti, et l'esprit sans genre du silence et du géant. Garant de l'équilibre entre la création et la destruction dans leur conflit éternel. Ok.
That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
Nouvelle fonction interrogée. Ah d'accord, ok, on la débloque. Donc la victime, une femme et la cible de menaces étranges. Elles sont toutes écrites. Ok. Alors.
Legs that go on for days. Deep, dark eyes. Silky skin and voice. You're in big trouble, pal.
Voilà, Deondo, ce type a l'air suspect. Je dois me concentrer là-dessus. Focus suspect. Impression suspect. Jauge de détective. D'accord. Concentre-toi sur ce que tu sais du suspect et ce qu'il est. Est-ce qu'il ou a l'air louche. Concentre-toi là-dessus. D'accord. Il est suspect, je suis suspect. Pourquoi es-tu suspect? Récolte des impressions en parlant au suspect. Chaque impression donne accès à une nouvelle question. D'accord. Nouvelle question. Question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4. Tant de possibilités. D'accord. La jauge de détective est ta meilleure amie. Elle t'indique comment se déroule l'interrogatoire. Regarde-la du côté positif. Forcément. Blablabla, ça me plaît, ça, plus 100.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
D'accord. Faut que je sois prudent et que je la joue fine. Ok. Elle est timide, elle.
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
You're not very confident. Are you sure you're all right?
Yes, excuse me. I'm just a bit nervous. I've never done anything like this before.
Breaking into the apartments of strangers isn't that big a deal. Some people do it as a hobby.
C'est vrai qu'elle est
Please don't
rentrée.
make fun of me, Mr. Featherland. This is hard for me as it is.
You're right. Sorry. Did you come alone? All by yourself?
I took the subway, then the tram, and then I walked. It wasn't easy to find this place, and to be honest, I had to be discreet.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm starting to get the picture.
This is quite unpleasant for me.
Nouvelle impression. Elle est incertaine, elle est apeurée. Ok.
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
Katzenko, ça doit être un chat. Vu le nom, Kat, peut-être.
How so?
Ouais, là.
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
Bah ouais, c'est une célébrité à mon avis du coup.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
Cache quelque chose. Donc, est-ce que on rentre dans l'art? Vas-y.
I'm sure it's not intentional, but are you toying with me?
I'm not sure I understand you, Mr. Featherland.
Cut the crap, Deborah. You're a pretty smart girl.
Ouais,
And
elle a
you can't
décroché.
hide that no matter how hard you try. But ever since we've been talking, I couldn't force one single straight answer out of you. I'm starting to think I'm terrible at what I do.
I'm sorry, Mr. Featherland, you're right. I'll try to be more straightforward next time.
I appreciate that, ma'am.
Ah, on a perdu de la jauge.
Are you in some sort of jam?
Nothing of the sort. There are simply things better left unsaid.
Then you're wasting my time.
I trust your instincts. You'll manage it.
Yeah, and I have no other choice, right?
To be honest, no, Mr. Featherland. Not really.
Ah, on a gagné un peu.
Have you ever felt truly vulnerable?
Honestly, very often, Mr. Featherland.
Great, because that's exactly how I feel right now, Deborah.
I'm sorry if it's too unpleasant for you, but we had no one else to turn to.
You know, I get that a lot, and it never ends well.
Do you like happy endings?
Not in books or movies, but in real life it would be nice for a change. But this is Clawville. Not many happy endings around here.
I knew you were romantic at heart.
Ah,
If what's between me and my whiskey could be called romance, then yes, maybe, a little.
ah, on a pas de...
If you won't come clean, what's the point of all this?
But, Mr. Featherland,
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm way too old for this game.
please, just think again. For me and my mistress's sake.
Oh putain.
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Heh, smart answer. Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him,
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Le boss.
exactly.
Feathery gods, help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
Poulet rôti. La tendre moitié de Natasha, l'employeuse, n'est autre que le célèbre criminel Ibn Wessler. Je vais pas réessayer, je referai vraiment par moi-même. Dernière pensée, pas mauvais, pas bon non plus, pas mal pour un bleu, mais tu peux faire mieux. Reprends-toi la prochaine fois et sois attentif à tous les signes. Concentre-toi, Sonny. Ah, le jeu, comment il descend quand même. Ok, bon. En bon enquêteur que nous sommes. Ok. Alors. Ouais, donc alors il y a des talents d'actrice. En effet. Et ça c'est le criminel. L'un des gangsters les plus connus de Clawville. Ah ouais, carrément.
legs that go on. Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints, you know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
Il nous a donné un objet.
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
What the
I
fuck?
felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall, with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland?
Il est choqué.
Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't...
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But...
All right. When can I visit?
Visit? Me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko, but there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
Mais je suis flic.
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Qui c'est cette personne? On a un nouveau gars dans le truc. Donc, on a des infos. Il faut aller au Czar. Natacha doit connaître Molly. Donc elle doit connaître ma femme. Elle possède le Czar. Ouais, c'est la proprio comme il a dit tout à l'heure. On n'a pas plus d'infos sur lui. C'est 155 932, d'accord. Donc là on va aller au Czar. Sauf les plus corrompus, ouais, on va vraiment dans une affaire louche en vrai. Hein. On va tenter le numéro de Louis 5 932.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
No. Of course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
Clarville PD, how can I help you?
Nothing. Forget it.
D'accord.
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place. The good old rabbit. I can always count on him, even on New Year's Eve. Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me. I can always count on you.
Don't even mention it, my friend.
You got anything planned for today?
I thought I'd visit a nightclub. It's New Year's Eve, after all.
Well, I didn't mean to hold you up.
I'll ask a favor of you someday.
I owe you a lot of those, don't I?
That's true. I don't deny it.
Could I ask you a few more questions,
Feel free, Sonny.
Do you think my whereabouts aren't a secret?
Do you think they ever were?
Well, I was hoping.
Clawville is a big city, but not so big that Santino Featherland can hide in it.
Oh, please. Flatter me more.
I've already told you more about myself than I wanted to.
Afraid you'll get your hands dirty?
I'm afraid I already did.
So, Ibn Wessler, eh? You know you could have dropped the bomb a little earlier.
If I started with that, I'm sure you would have thrown me out.
You're right. He's one of the most dangerous gangsters in the city.
I only know he's an influential businessman.
Isn't that the...
Not even you can see the world as that black and white. Sonny, I've already told you what I know. I've never read the message. My job was to give it to you and nothing more.
You really are this innocent, aren't you?
I'm not sure I get what you mean.
Let me give you some advice, sister. Leave the city and get as far as you can from the likes of Ibn Wessler.
It's not so simple, Mr. Featherland. My mistress needs me.
Is she really that important to you? That you drive around in the dead of night to questionable places to deliver messages you know absolutely nothing about?
I would do more than that for her.
I see. You're smooth. Real smooth.
Thank you, Mr. Featherland.
Sonny, please. Just Sonny. So this Natasha dame...
Look, I'm just the messenger. You have to talk to my mistress about the details. Miss Katsenko was very clear on this matter.
I see, but...
Please, Sonny, let's not make this even more uncomfortable.
Okay, understood. Let's drop it.
Thank you.
Ok, donc, on a eu des nouvelles infos. Ouais, donc elle aurait menti. Ah ah! Après, on est dans un espèce d'univers à la Sin City, donc.
My bedroom. Sort of.
Alors, les scènes principales font progresser l'histoire. Ces scènes déterminent également les lieux qui sont ouverts et fermés. Elles doivent toutes être complétées si vous voulez finir le jeu. Les scènes limitées sont disponibles pour une durée limitée déterminée par la progression de l'histoire principale. Si vous êtes du genre à tout compléter, assurez-vous de toutes les voir avant de passer à la prochaine scène principale. Scènes bloquées. Les scènes bloquées ne sont pas disponibles pour le moment, ou statut changera fréquemment selon la progression de l'histoire et peut être temporaire ou permanent. Choisissez la prochaine scène principale si vous êtes totalement sûr de ne plus pouvoir visiter l'une des scènes limitées disponibles. Vous ne pourrez peut-être plus les voir ensuite.
It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same, and the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already gone. Molly. Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night? I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year.
Ouais, ça va certainement revenir.
Clawville, but
on va savoir ce qui s'est passé.
not by us. Back in the day, I used to patrol the city's streets in one of these. I don't miss it, but it used to have its advantages. Phyllis and Roy's. Two hedgehogs with an arrogance typical of novice cops. They're as prickly as they look. Officious little shitheads, but harmless.
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny. What you scratching out over here? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Oof.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bud. By the way, you're on luck. Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it.
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock together.
I see you're still the funny guy around here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range. As always.
Hey, Royce, I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
I'd love to see that.
Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
By the way, what's with the raincoats? Couldn't you find an umbrella?
Why? Frank says it'll be rain, and see, it's raining. He's a frog, so he must know.
Yeah, well, I'm a rooster, but I hate getting up early.
Raincoats are just fine, okay. You have a problem with that, Sonny?
No, just, you know, the spikes sticking through and all.
Is something wrong with our spikes, chicken?
Yeah, you know what? Just forget it. Whoa. Don't you freeze, boys? It's cold outside.
Yeah, truth be told, I'll freeze to my bones, Sonny. Even through this jacket, I'm completely soaked.
Really? I don't know why.
Don't listen to him, Royce. And you got nothing better to do? Bugger off.
Okay. Just sometimes you two truly amaze me.
What? Why are you still sneaking around here, Sonny?
It always astonishes me how block-headed you two are.
Putain, il a pas la langue dans sa poche, lui.
What? Why are you still...
It always astonishes...
Ah, l'affiche.
Every time this poster disappears, good old Blood Boil puts it right back, immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already.
Donc Blood Bowl c'est un bison. Eux c'est des cons. Alors. Hérisson. Je le déteste. Un vrai casse-couille, c'est pas un assez gros poisson pour qu'on puisse se noyer. Je le déteste presque autant que je déteste son équipier Phyllis. Grand et con, un peu comme mon partenaire Marty, sauf que Roy a pas un bon cœur lui. T'as senti long, hein. C'est excellent, hein. Truc. Ah.
This happened when that old bloodhound, Blood Boil, was promoted to Chief of Police. The Castilia clan thought this would frighten the old hound, but they were so wrong. Retaliation came the next morning. Raids on 4 warehouses, a dozen bad guys dead, and twice as many busted. Nobody messed with old Blood Boil after that, or Chief Marrowbone as they call him around here. Could have been fixed up ages ago, but it was the Chief's explicit demand not to. They can say a lot of things about the old hound, but he's got a sense of drama for sure. Could have been fixed up ages. Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages, and some drunk pigs in the basement.
Alors, Monica. Agent Jardine, stand de tir, zone de bureau, agent Backerman, Bosco, mort.
Honor, strength, unity. For the love of the wild gods, I'm gonna be sick. We used one of these as target practice once. Not out of disrespect. We were just too damn drunk. We used one of these as...
Oh, excellent.
Marty drinks this shit. I've never tried it, but I'm pretty sure it's gross. And probably toxic.
Mais c'est quoi qui dit qu'il boit? Ah.
Today is not the day I'm gonna try this. For me, nothing beats the iron-flavored, turbid tap water. Today is...
Bon, on va parler à Monica.
Monica Rosen. Receptionist in theory, but in reality, she's doing literally everything around here. Like the beating heart of the PD. She's too good for this place. Even for this city.
C'est quoi? C'est un oiseau?
Hey, Monica.
Ah ouais.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those 2 prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is for him.
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
Alors, on a une info sur madame. Ah, il y a du monde là, hein. Alors, Blood... Ah, je crois que c'était un bison, Blood Boy.
What do you know about the Czar Club?
Nothing special. I've never been there. It's a famous place, though. Expensive cigars, unaffordable drinks, pretty gals. All the movie stars and politicians go there at least once a week.
And all the big shot mobsters, too, I've heard.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing. Still living in the Atlas?
If something works, why change it, right?
Well, if you like it there.
Listen, Monica, you could, come by sometime for a drink or two, you know?
I didn't hear that, and you didn't say that.
Okay, got it. Sorry.
Anything else, Boss Bird?
Do we have a file on Hobart, Ibn, Wessler?
Are you kidding me? We have a whole room just for him. Want the key? You can spend the remaining days of your paid holiday in there.
No thanks. Never mind. You're a bit sassy today, aren't you?
I'm sorry, Sonny, but I'm starting to shed my feathers because of this insane asylum. You know, New Year's Eve and Blood Boil's not here when he should be.
Somehow I'm not sorry about that.
Yeah, I bet you're not, Boss Bird. Natasha Katsenko. Interesting name. Is it real or just an alias?
It's supposed to be real, but who knows? Good question.
We have nothing on her. She's either clean or uses a fake name. Maybe both, but I don't think so. Aside from that, everyone knows what I know about
Ah,
her.
je m'en doutais.
Singer, star, the #1 babe in this town, so to speak.
Thanks, little bird. It's something.
Glad I could help.
On va parler à lui là, apparemment. Ok.
We used one of these as top.
Le stand de tir on aura plus tard, on ira dans la zone des bureaux, on va voir après notre camarade.
All it takes is one look, and my comb starts to tingle, which never means anything good. All it takes is...
Merde, qu'est-ce que j'ai fait? Ah! Excusez-moi, j'ai fait une connerie. J'ai fait un misclick. Alors, morte.
Mort Mardigan, a notorious deadbeat. Poor guy's been blind since his teenage years, but that doesn't stop him from running into trouble. What the cluck did he do this time?
Ouf.
Poor old lizard. You've seen better days, haven't you? Poor old... Mort, you scabbiest beast. What the hell did you do?
It's Morty to you, sonny boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat, am I right?
Putain, c'est l'ancêtre du cheveu. C'est le cheveu dragon qui est devenu vieux.
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone, eh? It's New Year's Eve after all, and I didn't even do anything wrong. Not that wrong.
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Jeff is a good boy, Sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course if you sing me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh? Still, Sonny, I have no one else. Do you understand that?
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm not what I used to be. But neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, Sonny boy. I really am. Are you?
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something, don't even think about taking it.
I don't talk to that insane owl.
Damn right.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay? I really don't have time for this detective buffalo shit.
Mais c'est un chien, pourquoi ils disent que c'est un bison?
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always been a good friend.
More like a clucking pigeon.
Tell me, Sonny boy, how's Molly and the little chickie?
You really know how to hurt a guy.
Is something wrong?
They no longer live with me, Mort. For a few years now. And to be honest, we're not really in touch.
I'm sorry, pal. I didn't want to reopen old wounds.
It's all right, Morty. Let's drop it. Everything all right, Lizard Wizard?
Yeah, it will be. As soon as I'm out of here.
Ils sont bien faits les dialogues, hein. Alors... bah ouais, il est vieux, ouais. Mais c'est Buffalo, ça? Ah non, c'est Blood Boy, c'est le chien. Buffalo, c'est le bison. Bon, on va...
Detective Chowhound Bosco. He thinks he's a real alpha, but nah, he's just a lapdog.
Excellent.
He's not a bad boy, by the way.
Holy wild ones, look what the cat dragged in.
Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy, as always.
Il a une grosse tête, lui, hein.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual.
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you.
All right. No need to bite. I wasn't trying to mess with you. You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, Blood Boil.
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kinda lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same bird.
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion, thinking about how we parted.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage. He'll be the same after that. Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right? You should be mad, not him.
It's not that simple, Bosco, but we'll see how he reacts. Thanks anyway.
No worries, pal.
Il lui aurait tiré dessus son ancien partenaire.
How are the pups?
They're real monsters. Life's a living hell. But it'd be even worse without them, you know?
Yeah, you're telling me.
Oh, right. Sorry.
And how's life without the chicken police?
Unfortunately, the worst half is still here. But it's good. It's so uneventful. What a coincidence.
Want me to make a scene?
No, I'm fine without it, really.
Le doublage est bien fait, hein. Le doublage est bien
Listen,
fait.
Bosco, do you need this mess with Mort?
Like hell I do. Well, what can I do when he's almost beat a fucking giraffe to death?
Oh.
A giraffe? Never mind, it's New Year's Eve. There's a brawl like this in every joint of the city, and you know that. He's just a loser, and also blind. Maybe someone just stuck that broken mug in his hand.
You know that's not what happened.
Of course I know.
All right, I'll let him go. We don't need him yelling in here all night.
I'll have a talk with him. Just sign any bullshit testimony they shove in your face, and you're free to go. Bosco also wants to get through with it, just like you.
Thanks, Sonny. Much obliged.
Ça c'est le sauvé dragon lui, c'est un copain de sauvé dragon.
You owe me another one, old man, and I won't forget it.
You can count on me, Sonny boy. I'll help if I can.
Donc là on a une info. Alors, on a des nouvelles infos sur notre ami le chien. Ah par contre on a un mec là, le hibou là, il a l'air d'être un type chelou lui. Ah par contre ça a l'air d'être un pote. D'accord, Bubo. Ah, on a des rivaux.
Officer Jardine. They say she's clever, smart, and
Ah, on peut pas lui parler.
dangerous. We need more of her kind in here. Officer Jardine. Keep up the good work. You're a good boy, Bosco.
Cluck off, Sonny.
One of Blood Boyle's favorites. Mainly because he's a dog, of course. One of Blood Boyle. I'm really not in the mood to meet Deputy Malloy, or any of my ex-colleagues from the Predatory Division.
Ah, j'aurais bien voulu monter là-haut, moi.
This is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand, and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past that, but it's worth a try.
I was just about to go when you came in, so if you want shooting practice, maybe turn on the lights first.
You're right. I'm gonna do that.
Il a une grosse tête, lui. Attention. On peut pas recharger? D'accord, comme ça. Merde! J'ai tué un civil! Putain, Marty il est trop fort, hein. Moi je suis pas dans le stand de tir, hein. Merde! Attendez, on va continuer. Mais non! Merde! D'accord. Vas-y, on recommence. 1. Merde. Ah! Je me fais vieux. C'est bientôt la retraite, c'est normal.
Long thighs and a big gun. That's Marty's idea of a perfect woman. Can't blame him for it. Hello, Cassandra. I hope we'll meet again. Oh God, I'm starting to sound like Marty. That little note down there. What can I say? Classic Marty. Marty looks good. Big and loud and angry as always. Hey, Marty.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, Boss Bird. What, are you lost? This is the PD building, you know?
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say, Sonny.
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember? I almost bled to death.
Merde. C'est l'expression pour dire merde apparemment.
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
Oh le bâtard. Je sais pas ce qui s'est
I
passé
need
entre
your
les deux.
help, okay? That's what you want to hear.
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
What kind of case?
A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Ooh, damn, Sonny, stop it right there. I'm in.
Putain, il faut pas grand chose pour le convaincre, hein.
That's it?
Ouais, c'est ce que je suis en train de me dire.
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom.
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
Putain, il a donné un nom à son fusil à pompe, le mec. Il a l'air d'être un fou, lui.
Okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
All right, Susie can come.
Putain, le mec, il donne des noms à ses flingues.
That's what I want to hear.
Putain, ça a l'air d'être une tête brûlée, lui, en fait. Le mec a l'air cinglé. Oh, il est drôle, lui. Mais pourquoi il lui a tiré dessus? Ah ouais, je m'en doutais, c'est une tête brûlée ce type. Merde, non, je veux encore parler à Marty.
Marty looks good. Hey Marty, what about Laura? How come she didn't eat you yet?
Yeah, very funny. We're good, by the way. Mostly. As good as we can be after all these years.
Glad to hear it.
She asks a lot about you.
Really?
Yeah. She always hated you for getting me into trouble all the time.
Understandable.
But she also felt sorry for you.
Oh, well, thanks. That's much better.
If I'm honest with you, she loved the chicken police Marty better than this one.
Well, I think I'll take that as a compliment.
Whatever, Sonny. So, Sonny, you still limping?
Il lui a tiré dans la
The
jambe.
pellets tore my right hip to pieces. So yes, the doctor says I'll limp forever.
Ah, good to hear that.
Oh le bâtard.
Fuck off.
Can we go finally, or are you waiting for a big warm hug?
Let's get out of here before I get detained for gutting you.
Ah, lovely and peaceful as always. Welcome back, Boss Bird.
Je l'aime bien, lui. Il est cool, lui.
Can we go finally?
Let's get out.
Je l'aime bien. Lui, c'est un bon, lui.
Still drink coffee?
Yeah, my only poison. Except for guns, of course. And women.
We could visit our old haunt. What do you think?
Oh, a nice cup of Zips coffee and the hot dog. I'm in. Oh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight too, huh?
Oh putain.
If it comes to that, I'm leaving you without a blink.
Oh yeah, like last time?
Those were different times, Marty, with a different Sonny.
Well, all right. To the city then.
You don't have to come with me, you know.
Okay, I know. Let's go. Sonny, there's a little problem.
Ah, il y a le flic.
Not so little, and it smells too. What the furry hell is Blood Boil doing here?
Well, it seems we can't avoid speaking to him.
Oh, yes, we can. You have your rifle with you, right?
What?
Bertin.
Just kidding. Sort of.
Oh, lui, il est là, lui.
I see you're swamped, buddy.
I've sent the old lizard away. I don't need him to foul the air anymore.
Well, because he's a reptile.
No, because he's a good-for-nothing piece of shit.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And you? Are you letting off some steam?
Something like that. We'll go and check out some seedy joint. We're cops after all, ain't we? And this is still Clawville.
That's true, pal. Protect and serve.
Yeesh, get a room, you two.
Ah, shut up, Marty.
Ils sont géniaux.
I see blood boils here. We're in deep guano for
Ah
sure.
putain, en fait il fait des gros mots avec les expressions d'oiseaux. C'est peut-être pour ça qu'il dit merde. Et là il dit qu'on est dans la fiente. Enfin je sais pas si c'est la traduction qui est comme ça parce qu'il dit qu'on est dans... Attends.
I see blood boils here. We're in deep guano for sure.
Ouais non, ils ont quand même bien traduit ça et là il dit qu'il est dans le guano, ouais.
Isn't it your lucky day, huh? Are you thinking about some stupid shit again?
We? Excuse me, sir, but what do you mean?
Great wilderness, just keep a low profile, will ya? It's New Year's Eve. We have enough dangerous lunatics running around already.
Don't worry, Chowhound. We know what we're doing.
Yeah, of course you do. That's what I'm afraid of.
Merde.
Hey, listen, Bosco. I wanted to ask you this for so long.
Oh le bâtard.
Can I pet you? Just a little?
Oh l'enculé.
One more word, and I'll bite off your arm.
Putain, lui c'est un fou lui en fait.
Oh, hey, easy. I'm just kidding.
Guys, I'm really gonna miss this when I retire.
Oh tu m'étonnes. Putain, il est génial.
We're leaving, sweetheart.
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again.
I'm afraid you're alone with that.
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble again.
Yep, that's true.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful out there.
We're big birds, Monica. We can take care of ourselves. Mostly.
Okay, but take care of each other, too.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
Mais il est génial, Marty.
Hey, Monica. Remember that invitation from the other day?
Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry, Marty. I'd love to, but I've got a lot of work to do. You know how it is. Please tell your sweetheart that I'm sorry.
Okay, I understand. No problem.
We'll meet at the annual party anyway, right?
Yeah, that's true. I'll tell Laura.
I have a strange feeling that we'll meet again tonight.
Strange. I have that feeling too.
That's weird. I was just thinking the same thing.
Bon, on va parler quand même à lui là. Blood Boil.
The chief doesn't seem to be in a good mood, but he never is actually.
J'ai envie de voir le bison.
Honestly, I have a really bad feeling about this. Honestly.
What a surprise. The two pigeons back together. And without my permission, of course.
Chief Bloodboil.
Damn.
What was that, Santino?
Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening. Am I right?
I don't want to hear your crowing, Santino. What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, careful with the racist barking, old hound.
Ouh.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip this part? It's New Year's after all.
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin. Where do you think you're going?
That's it, boss. To serve and protect. Sonny was in the neighborhood and stopped by to say hi. He's a cop too, right?
Only on paper, and you know that very well, Detective.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee. You can allow him that much, can't you?
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling, chickens.
Oh, just a coffee, boss. I swear. Oh, have a heart. It's New Year's Eve, and I haven't seen my old partner for so long.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
Ah, il a carrément tiré au fusil à pompe.
Family quarrel.
For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell out of my sight.
Have a lovely evening, boss.
You especially. Fuck off right now, Santino.
Oh putain. Oh, il est vraiment vénère, lui, hein.
What is it, Santino?
Nothing, sir.
And you need something, Martin?
No, sir.
Then get out of my sight, birds. What is it?
No, sir.
Then get out.
Alors. La femme de Marty s'appelle Laura, une prédatrice belle et chaleureuse. Je sais pas ce qu'elle trouve à Marty, il est bien trop chanceux d'avoir une femme pareille. Donc il aurait... Ouais, une prédatrice, donc c'est une félin, sa femme. On a des infos sur lui maintenant. C'est mon chef et c'est aussi l'incarnation de la justice elle-même. Il est coriace, sans pitié et surtout il est incorruptible. Et là ça c'est un enfoiré de raciste. Mais bon, je veux pas être là quand il prendra sa retraite. Je veux pas voir Clovis se faire ronger. Je veux pas voir Clovis se faire ronger par le chaos. Ah, on a des infos sur lui. Je sais pas qui c'est lui. Zip. Un raton laveur. Un vieil ennemi qui est devenu un bon ami avec le temps. D'accord. Ouais, en fait on s'est fait des potes un peu particuliers dans le milieu. Hey, c'est un peu con quand même qu'il n'y a pas beaucoup de personnages. Je sais pas ce que ça va donner dans les... Et les personnages sont drôles, hein. Lui il est génial, hein. Marty c'est le meilleur. Top tier Marty, hein. L'un des Nickel les plus connus c'est dans les feux. Ouais mais ça je le sais ça. Il y en a ah il y a d'autres endroits. Ouais c'est bien, ça a l'air d'être vaste quand même, hein. Le lieu est réputé pour son délicieux café et les nombreuses bagarres qui l'entourent. Et bien gérer un resto avec salaire de cafard city, c'est pas vraiment une assurance vie. Alors regardez ça, ça a l'air d'être drôle. Altera, le continent à deux têtes, n'est peut-être que le deuxième plus grand des trois continents de la contrée sauvage, mais il abrite les états les plus avancés et influx du monde. Tels que Nautica, le Tsarat de Towos, Aviria, Vilésia et Swolasso. Vlavoslaya, ou l'empire de Frone, et bien sûr Clauville, la ville aux 1000 couleurs. Eh, c'est vachement cool, hein. L'humour et tout, il est cool, hein. C'est vachement drôle, hein.
Maybe next time.
Hey, listen, Bosco.
One more.
Guys,
Ça, on a bien fini le truc. Alors, ah ouais, ah c'est cool ça. On peut voir des trucs, ça c'est cool. Mais bon après, en vrai, ça te nique un peu la découverte. Donc là, il y aura une scène plus tard, à l'hôtel Atlas. On ira au hot dog. Bah écoutez, on va s'arrêter là. Je vais faire la suite en stream. Franchement, je vais faire la suite en stream. Je mettrai la rediff sur YouTube aussi. Mais le jeu, rien que le début, c'est cool. Et comme je dis, Marty top tier, hein. Il est drôle le personnage. J'aime beaucoup le personnage de Marty. Je sais pas ce que ça va donner la suite, j'espère que ça sera aussi drôle, j'espère que ça s'essouffle pas au fur et à mesure comme certains films. Mais franchement, c'est génial. L'ambiance et tout, elle est dedans. T'es vraiment dans une ambiance à la... Comme ils mettent les vieux polars. Surtout à la... Enfin moi ça me fait plus penser à Sin City en vrai. Bon après Sin City ça s'en inspire. Mais non franchement bonne surprise pour le moment. Je ferai la suite en stream, ça c'est sûr. Même et vous aurez la rediff YouTube. Je sais pas quand est-ce que je vais le publier sur YouTube, je le ferai au plus vite. Mais c'est génial, moi j'adore. L'ambiance et tout, je regrette pas que Steam m'a recommandé ce jeu. Je regrette pas. J'espère que la suite va nous montrer quelques trucs croustillants. Ah, il y a des cinématiques et tout. Ah ouais, enfin oui, il y a des cinématiques, je suis con. Ah, il y a d'autres images. Oh putain, mec, c'est génial. Et ils ont réussi la DA. Oh putain, attends, mais ça, c'est pas... C'est le trompettiste Armstrong, ça, de base, la photo, là. Oh putain, là. Ah, celle-là, elle est géniale. Ça doit être les deux gars qui parlaient, là. Les deux rivaux. Je sais qu'il y a deux rivaux qui l'a dit. Il y a un renard et un... Je crois que c'était pas un puma, l'autre. Mais ouais, non, il disait qu'à un moment, il y avait un... Oh putain, quelle horreur. On voit souvent des pigeons, hein. Eh, c'est... Franchement, Ah non, ça, c'est Armstrong, ça. Ouais, enfin, si je me trompe pas dans la prononciation de son prénom, mais c'était le trompettiste, là. Il avait une voix super balèze, en plus, lui, quand il chantait. Non, mais franchement, c'est cool. Franchement, c'est cool. Oh putain, par contre je vais pas regarder les succès, je me suis fait spoiler par un succès là. Mais bon. Sur ce, moi je vous dis à très bientôt pour la suite. Je sais, alors demain il y a pas de... ça sera pas un stream sur ça, ça sera un stream dojo. On va retaper le stream avec... Enfin retaper, on va se retaper dessus avec la prof. Je vous dis à bientôt pour ceux qui regardent le stream demain. Et je vous dis à bientôt pour la suite de Chicken Police, ou tout du moins la rediffusion de l'épisode 2. Je vous dis à très bientôt. Salut à tous.